Omo, the Soweto Giants, the Buccaneers, will be facing the third most valuable club in Africa, Pyramids FC of Egypt. Omo, this side, the Pyramids FC, has shown that they are a scoring side. No wonder they are number one in the scoring charts of this tournament, having scored 18 goals. Yes, you heard me right. Out of these 18 goals, 15 were open play, 2 set piece, 1 PK. What does that tell you? Omo, banger upon banger. Guys, Orlando Pirates are the best when it comes to the defense. Yes, they have shown that when it comes to clearance, almost they go clear you. When it comes to holding their lines, they are there. I cannot not forget my guy, Shane, the goalkeeper, standing in between the sticks. What about CBC, my man? And then, what about African young defender who has been pulling strength? I'm talking about Mbokasi. They have been there, they have been showing strength. No wonder they are telling the Pyramids, Omo, come, let us show you how to play this game. Omo, you go choke for Pyramids. Don't you know the name called Ibrahim Adel? Unfortunately, he will not be playing this first leg, but this guy is being pointed out to be the best player of the tournament. We go see, Omo. What about my main man, my Congolese brother, experienced guy, Fitsin Mayele? He will be their point 9. Omo, he go choke. This fixture is going to be boom shakalaka all the way. But then Orlando Pirates should make sure that they score a goal in this first leg, because going to Egypt might not just be easy. Go and check the stats, guys. What does it mean in this case? It means that Orlando Pirates needs to up their number of goals. They have scored 11 against 18 of these guys, the Pyramid. Out of the 11 goals that Orlando Pirates scored, 10 were open play, 1 PK. But how can I say all this without remembering my man? I'm talking about Reyolo Bohile Mofokengratomo. He has assisted 3 times, opening the first, tearing the Red Sea apart. Will that be the case this time around? Omo, he go choke. Guys, let's watch this game alongside. I'm talking about joining us on YouTube. Let's experience this festival of African football. See you at the top.
Orlando Pirates versus Pyramids preview. As a matter of fact, this game, I feel that Orlando Pirates is a team that has something to prove. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that every other team Orlando Pirates are going to face up onto the trophy are going to be pushovers. No. But I just feel Orlando Pirates has a point to prove. I mean, the last time they were at this stage of the Champions League was far back as 2013. That was the last time they made it to the semi-final stage. So, and with the way they have been playing like a team possessed this season, I mean, this last stretch of the season, they have been playing like a team possessed. So I actually don't see Pyramids giving Orlando Pirates a tough time in this semi-final tie. Like, yes, Pyramids are the first place team in the Egyptian league currently, and Orlando Pirates are currently second in the South African Premiership. But I mean, if you check the last 5 games the Bucks have played, they have won 4 out of those 5, and I think the one they did not win, they drew the game, and that was the home game against MC Alger. So they have been impeccable. They have been impeccable in this final stretch of the season. So I don't really see anything breaking that their form. They've already qualified to the Nedbank Cup final after beating Marumo Gallants, So they are just in impeccable form right now. They are probably the most informed team as far as African football is concerned right now. So in short, probably the most informed team in the world now, maybe behind Barcelona. But they are just unplayable right now. They're just unplayable right now. And judging by the fact that Pyramids have only won 2 of their last 5 games, because they have been, these last few weeks, they have been kind of up and down in form, Probably the pressure of playing at this level, consistent level, for this long in the whole season is now beginning to tell on them. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to write off the Pyramids team. I mean, they're a team who did their very best in the quarterfinal leg, although they did lose the second tie, but they did their very best and they showed the quality they have, especially in that first leg. So I am not completely writing them off. I just feel like, I mean, those who have watched Orlando Pirates play this season, and especially this second half of the season, will understand what I mean by they play like a team possessed. Like they play like they have a point to prove. So it just feels to me like no matter who you are that comes in front of the Orlando Pirates team right now, you're just going to be beaten. That is how much confidence they have in their abilities and in their belief to get over the line. So I just don't see that. The way I see it, I just don't see them seeing this Pyramid team as a big enough obstacle to stop them on their way to the final. And so, like I said, I may be biased. I have always said that I feel Orlando Pirates are going to win the Champions League this year. I want them to win the Champions League this year. But then we are still a fair few weeks away from the final, so we'll see what happens. But as it stands, man, I give it all for the Pirates, because they probably will do a double over Pyramids. I won't be surprised. Even if it's a 1-0-1-0 double, they probably will do a double, because number one, they are defensively solid. They have a very solid goalkeeper, and considering the fact that their defense is kind of a makeshift defense, because some of their first teamers are out injured, but the defense still plays like a solid unit. So I am just in awe of the way Orlando Pirates have held up their head this season, and I think that was enough to carry them to the final. But let me know what you think in the comment section.
Orlando Pirates will be up against the Pyramids in the CAF Champions League semi-finals, and the way it's looking like right now, it seems like it's a showdown between two countries, South Africa versus Egypt. Now, before we go into the nitty-gritty aspect of who is going to win and who is not going to win, let's look at the individual records of these two teams in the CAF Champions League this season. Starting with Orlando Pirates, they have played 8 matches in the CAF Champions League this season. They have won 5 games, they've drawn 3 games, and they've lost 0, none. They've scored 11 goals, conceded just 4 goals, and they have kept 4 solid clean sheets. Now, looking at the Pyramids, they've also played 8 matches in the CAF Champions League this season. They have won 5 games, they've drawn 1 game, and they have lost 2 matches. They've scored 18 goals in the process, and they've conceded 7 goals and kept 3 clean sheets in the process. Now, it's going to be a competitive game between these two teams, okay? But I have my favorite, and my favorite is no other than Orlando Pirates. But then, the Pyramids are not small fry too. They are doing quite well, in the Egyptian League and also in the CAF Champions League this season. But if you're watching this video right now, I know you have your favorite and you have reasons why you've chosen that particular favorite. Please tell us in the comment section who you think is going to win this particular game and give us your reason why you've made your pick.
Who will win $4 million and who will also win $2 million as the second place team? Yeah. And who will go home with $1.2 million, for the 2 remaining spots in the CAF Champions League. The 4 teams, I will not tell you, but my guys will do. Yeah. As I start with who else but the guy at my immediate right, Engineer Casey.
All right, like we all know, the CAF Champions League is a North and South African derby. You understand? So we have seen it that it is
for this season.
Yes, for this season is between Egypt and South Africa.
Yeah,
2 Egyptian giants against 2 South African giants. So it's left to be seen whether South Africa or Egypt will present one team in the final, or one country will dominate the other. So I'm going to talk about the Pyramids and Orlando Pirates fixture. Now, in this fixture, Pyramids have not met Orlando Pirates before. So this is
the first time that another interesting feature that we're having is the game between defending champions Al Ahly of Egypt, who last won the league just last season, and one team from South Africa that is doing well on top of the PSL, Mamelodi Sundowns. But my concern, Obai, is for Mamelodi Sundowns. The last time they won the CAF Champions League was in 2016, and we are in 2025. Yeah. 9 years now. Yeah. Is this the time?
Yeah, I think
that the Brazilians will win the CAF Champions League.
I think the Brazilians have a shot, because if you look at their performance in their league, they've won the South African league, I think more than 4 times now consecutively, which show that they have been consistent, very, 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 very consistent. But look at the team they are playing against.
Al Ahly,
the Giants of Africa,
the Red Devils of Africa.
Yeah, the Giants of Africa. That's